to the Eunice Factor. I'm Eunice Russell. On today's segment, we're going to talk about the Covid-19 pandemic and the effect politics has had on the quarantine and the recovery of our nation. Since March of 2020, for the last 7 months, the United States has been under quarantine. We're just now coming out city by city, county by county, out of this quarantine. It's been said that our president knew about this pandemic back in January and didn't take it seriously. He says that he didn't want to panic the people. Whatever the intentions were, 200,000 lives have been lost to date. And it's because we weren't, as people, adequately prepared. And we're still divided on how we're supposed to address this virus. The virus is deadly. This is not the common flu. COVID-19 is something we've never seen before. And to go around wearing masks or not wearing masks and arguing about it is insane. Now, as of today, October 2020, the president has been diagnosed with having COVID-19, and now at this point, they say he's no longer contagious. Well, this is sort of like the White House Watergate situation. When did he know? How long did he know? What do we know about him contracting this virus? It's insane. This is insane. And he doesn't want to wear a mask. And encouraging other people, saying that it's a blessing from God. God does not bless you with a virus. That is not God. Now, your recovery from it, that's a blessing from God. But not the virus. And for him to say that says how incredibly insensitive he is to the people of this nation. Your health care and the health care the president gets is not going to be the same. He has on-call physicians 24/7 and a helicopter to shoot him right on off to Walter Reed immediately. Should his situation get where they can't handle it in-house. You don't have that. You barely have coverage that's going to cover you to go to the emergency room, which we can't even go to right now unless we're exhibiting some signs of a heart attack, and we got to call our doctor and do some things before we can even go into the hospital. So you can't compare his recovery or how he looks or how he feels to how you would handle it, how your body will handle it. If you can even access the same drugs that he is on and the regimen that they're giving it to him at. Think, people, this pandemic is serious. Our president is not a superhero. This is not a cartoon game. These are lives on the lines. And for you Christians, shame on you. Putting other people at risk. It's okay for you to have faith, to be covered by the blood of Christ, that you won't catch this disorder or this virus, that you won't become ill. But what about other people around you who don't have that same level of faith? Just follow the rules. The rules don't break any rule of God. So put a mask on. Don't expose anybody else to this. You could carry it and it may not make you sick. But what about all the people you come in contact with? Why can't we follow the rules? What is the problem with following the rules? That's why it's so important for you people to think out there when you vote this year. Jesus Christ would neither be a Democrat nor a Republican. I don't care what the tenets of the Republican Party, I don't care what they say they believe in. I don't care about anti-abortion or pro-life, pro-birth. What I care about is the fruit that the party has produced. And at no time in history have we been where we are today, with the division, with the hate. And there's nothing about Christ in hate. Light and dark can't live in the same spot. So you can't call an apple tree an orange tree just because you put the sign that this is an orange tree. When it starts bearing fruit, when you start seeing the apples, you know it's an apple tree. Well, it's the same thing in these politics. Choosing a party to run in is just the vehicle to get you into the political game. Some people go through the Democratic route, some people go through the Republican route. Not necessarily because they believe in all the tenets, but those are the people that will support them and put them into the game. At the end of the day, it's what a person does that counts, not what they say. And you've got to start thinking like that. Start reading the measures and the propositions that come before you. Think about what they're asking you to do. Think about the taxes on your money and what they've done with the money you've given them so far. Think about the power that you have given people to go out there and legislate on your behalf and what it's done for you. You've got special interests that get their thoughts and ideas and propositions pushed through. But the common person, they're just shuffled around and thrown to the back. This is America, and it belongs to us, we the people. And no particular party or person, we have to do this together. And this kind of division that we're seeing is insane. You've got somebody like Mitch McConnell that's been in office way, way too long. That's why term limits are important. That man thinks he's God. And he is in his realm. He runs that party. They do what he's saying to do. That's not America. That's not how we run this. I tell you, people in Kentucky, if for no other reason, just the fact that he's been in there in his position too long, get rid of Mitch McConnell. Get some new blood in there. Get some new ideas. He has shown you what he cares about. Look at what the Republican Party is doing today. We're having these hearings to put a Supreme Court justice into position versus pushing through something to feed the people of America. You have gone for 7 months with a $1,200 stimulus. $1,200 won't even pay rent on a singles apartment in some places. And you've got families with children. Not everybody's getting unemployment. Not everybody was getting extra benefits. Some small businesses, even with those loans, they didn't get the loans because the giant businesses got the millions of dollars. They scooped up all the money where the little people didn't get the money they need. That's what your Republican Party did, and that's not Christ-like. So I don't care what they say about not being for abortion or how they feel or talk about gay marriage. All of that is hucky puck. It's a bunch of crap, because what they have done and what they do has not been beneficial for all of the people. Right now, instead of having hearings to get this justice in, they should have been squeezing through a bill to put some food on the table of the American people. They should have been pushing through some kind of law that will allow commercial and residential mortgage holders a way to get through this pandemic while they're not working, so that the commercial mortgage holders could hold that over to their renters. But no, we're focused on a Supreme Court justice just in case the president thinks he might lose. He wants the deck stacked in his favor. You're all talking about the Democrats stacking the deck. Look at what's being done. just 4 years ago, you didn't want President Obama to pick a Supreme Court justice within a year of the election. A year. We're talking about weeks.